Hello friends, today I'm going to explain what a digital communication really means in real life. So, actually, it goes into several steps which I clearly explained over here. Like, firstly, when the message will be transmitted, will be ready to be transmitted, it will undergo source or information encoding. So, it is either analog, it is basically it is an analog because for digital communication system what our main purpose is to convert any incoming signal which is there in analog form into digital form. So after information coding, like I'm speaking something to you, so I want to deliver it in the form of digital message, like in WhatsApp chat. So that WhatsApp chat will undergo several process, like information encoding will be there, or information source will undergo input encoding, where some of small bits will get converted into a whole lot, and then it will be passed to a source encoding. Source encoding means now it has become a source, now it has become a whole bunch of information that is called as source. So the source encoding is done to convert the output of the analog or digital source to binary digit. First it will be converted to binary digits, and then when we have got the binary digit, like in form of 0 and 1, 0 1 represents the binary digit. So the next step, when we have got those binary digit, then we'll convert it, and then the channel encoding will be done. Those binary digits will be splitted in the form of channel, like uh, we'll split like ones, like here you can see ones, 1010 is written over here. So when we'll divide it into several blocks, so it will become a channel. So now this channel encoding will do what? Firstly, the incoming information which was there in the form of message from the deliver, or from any other person who is going to deliver the message, it will be converted into, no, sorry, it will have the redundant bits, like here, like message, like I'm going to study tomorrow, like I may come 2 to 3 times in a single sentence. So that means it will contain some of the redundant bits. So why is this redundant? When the process continues later on, then those redundant bits need to be removed. Those redundant bits need to be removed so that we can get a smooth signal. And if the signal, try to understand this point, that when we will not get a smooth signal, there will be a discrepancy or distortion will be there. Pure signal will not be able to achieve. So channel encoding, so here in channel encoding, error detection will be done. So with the process of error detection, we'll be able to remove those redundant bits. So firstly, in order to remove those bits, we'll add a redundant bit. This is a process which I'll explain later on. So line encoding will be done further, like those digital data, like 1010 is we have got, it will be converted in the form of electrical pulses. So what's the need of converting those digital data into electrical pulses? I think that you people will have this particular thing in your mind, or you would have striked up to this point. So electrical pulses, like 1010 cannot make itself whole lot of signal. So we want those bits in the form of signal, na? And in the form of signal only it will be, the message can be displayed. The message cannot be displayed in the form of bit, in form of 1010. So these 1010, when it will be converted into pulses, it will, when a bit will be 1, then when one bit of the channel code will be 1, then the pulse will start from above positive axis like this, 0. And if it is 0, then it will start from, like I've shown here, when it is a unipolar coding, means above the axis only I've shown. So 0, when 0 it will be there, so the bit will come down, and then it will continue up to TB position. So these pulses are having the TB bandwidth.